Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another sci-fi review, this time reviewing the sci-fi original series Hunters, Season 1, Episode 4, titled Love and Violence. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, I'm really on the fence on this episode. On one hand, it was super interesting. There was a lot of information, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of gross stuff.
Yeah, which is always good for a sci-fi.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I didn't particularly care for some of the character choices. Some of the choices the characters made in this episode. Specifically, the torture scenes.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically acknowledged throughout everywhere that torture just doesn't work, yet they still resort to it.
Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, it kind of makes sense that Flynn resorted to it. The guy has his wife. That can make you do stupid things. That can make you not think about, think things through properly. So it makes sense that he did. But Jackson, on the other hand, made zero sense, and in fact he kind of regretted it later.
Like immediately.
Yeah, like he stopped it and was like, okay, yeah, no, we're done, this isn't working. And it just didn't make sense that he would have done it in the first place.
So that really kind of turned me off of the episode. And like you said, Flynn gets a pass because emotionally he's just not there. His wife has been taken. His adopted daughter, as far as he knows, has been taken because she's missing, although they did find her by the end of the episode, but we don't know yet where she was. But Jackson, there's just really no excuse for that.
Yeah. Now, the lady, it kind of makes sense for
And
her
she,
personality that she's got.
And she does have some authority over Jackson.
Yeah, but she still couldn't make him do it.
No.
She could make sure it happened, but she couldn't make him personally do it.
He didn't give enough pushback there.
Yeah.
Like McCarthy, the alien, he's the one who points out torture doesn't work. It doesn't work on us, it doesn't work on you, it doesn't work on anybody. And yet still they resorted to it, and of course it didn't work.
Yeah.
And ultimately everything they tried to do pretty much backfired. I mean, yeah, McCarthy told Flynn where Abby is, and he maybe finds Abby. At least there's a husk there that looks like Abby, but
Yeah.
it might not be her. And Flynn tells him, don't let him anywhere near the woman or the baby because they're our only leverage over him. So what does Jackson do? He lets McCarthy near the woman and the baby so he can heal them, because that's how the hunters heal. And then, of course, the woman dies before he even gets there, and then he kills the baby so they don't have... Well, first of all, it's totally horrible. He killed a baby.
Yeah.
He crushed its skull. It was like the most vile, evil thing you could do.
Yes, but on the other hand, from his point of view, these are aliens that have his baby, and they are going to study it, possibly dissect it, and he probably was thinking it's better off dead. So, I mean, it makes sense that he did that. It completely makes sense that he did that. And the agency botched this entire thing so badly that it makes me wonder if that lady, which I cannot remember her name, but she was the one over Jackson, it makes me think she is the mole, because she made all of the calls that were bad calls. She's the one who suggested torture. She's the one who told Jackson, you need to let him in to see the baby, we got to heal the baby, we've already lost the woman. She made all the wrong decisions. So it makes me think that she is the mole. She purposely made these wrong decisions to lead to what they did so that we didn't get any closer.
And what puts the icing on the cake on that theory is at the end of the episode, she tells Jackson, look, you guys screwed up so bad, we're taking McCarthy to a more secure facility. She's letting him go.
Yeah, and they didn't screw up so bad. It was her orders.
Yeah.
She screwed up.
Now, we think she's probably letting him go. But speaking of letting people go, another area where this episode failed a little bit, in my opinion, is it didn't pick up right where the last episode left off, where Regan was right there in front of with the hunter, who was in its own natural form, and she's reaching out and she's just touching it. We get a little bit of a time jump, a day or two maybe, but then we get like what actually happened kind of in a flashback. She's being interrogated and she tells them one story, but in a short little, 10-second flashback, we see that she actually let the hunter go.
Yeah. And it would have
And-
been nice to see that scene and maybe get a little intel into why.
Yeah.
Like, what happened that she let the hunter go?
And she reached out and touched it, and then it was like they shared a moment or something, and then it walked away and she let it.
Yeah.
And I think this episode really needed the why right there. I think it would have gone a long way to making me enjoy the episode more. But overall, I did basically enjoy it. There was a lot of really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Like how the hunters give birth.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and what was crazy is, like, the whole time she's in the hospital room and, like, going through the stuff she's going, and, like, she has the bulging on her back, I'm like, is she giving birth? Like, it seemed like labor to me, and then when it actually happened, I was like, yeah, she totally just gave birth.
Like, it's crazy. Like, her back just breaks open like that and splits, and then Regan goes over and picks the baby up out of her.
Yeah, and I think the main mistake they made was separating mother and baby. I think if she had left the baby with mother, the mother wouldn't have died.
Instead, they put the baby in an incubator.
Yeah, next to it. But I think the
physical
physical
contact.
contact might be even more necessary for the hunters than it is so for us.
And like we said, Flynn, yeah, he did find what we think might be Abby at the storage facility in that freezer, but it might not be Abby because M in the promo, she says Abby can't be dead. I was just with her last night.
Yeah.
So was that actually Abby? I think probably not.
Me too. I don't think it was Abby.
I think Abby probably is a hunter, and that's like a spare human shell.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. This episode fell a little bit flat for me, though.
Yeah, it's not the strongest of the episodes thus far.
But from the promo, it looks like it's gonna rebound. So I'm super excited for that. We would love to know what you thought about it. If you watched it, let us know what you thought about it down in the comments. Also, if you caught something in the episode that we missed, we'd love to hear about that as well. And if you enjoyed this review, we really hope you did. Be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.